Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another round of Conquest Dark. We're going to be picking up where we left off last time. We had just won 2 new levels and unlocked some more things, and we're going to check out some of those areas that we haven't checked out yet. So we have Obsidian Bulwark over here. This one would give us a couple of movement abilities, a power ability, and the ability to get soul fragments. So I think I'm going to check out this one, and Eldritch Scrolls as well. So it looks like these can permanently unlock equipment and armor for us. So we'd get like an armor upgrade, we'd get a new item drop, and a second new additional drop. So I think we'd get a decent amount from this, as well as an artifact and a new area. So yeah, let's give this a shot and see how it goes. Now we were going to use the Barbarian again to try that out. I believe we were just going to check out, use the attack speed bonus down here. So we're going to re-roll until we get something good for what we're going to do. So it'll probably be attack reach and a attack arc or something like that. Attack speed's okay. Let's come pop our friend here, get an accessory item. So we got 3 choices. Now, I was thinking we'd try the Slayer Blade, because we did the double-handed one, and this did work well. I will not argue against that. And it gives a lot of energy per hit, which was actually pretty useful. But this right here has cleave, and I think that might mean it's an area effect attack rather than a single attack, so this might be more useful for an area. So we're gonna give this a shot, and this should actually wreck bosses more, which is what I was partially interested in. So yeah, we're going to put this in here, and we're going to get on into it. Yeah, it looks like that's a full range, so we might want to try to take advantage of arc, if we can get something that has arc on it. So we were going to try out the slam because we'd not tried that one out before. So we're going to try out the slam. Now the big thing that's interesting at this is it does auto attack, but you have to aim it. So we're gonna raise our critical hit chance and power ability, and I think that's a good choice. So that slam actually did a pretty good arc in front of us. Like, it wasn't right in front of us, it was like a circle in front of us. Yeah, like that was a whole circle. That's not bad. Bigger range than I thought it would be. So yeah. I actually kind of like that. If we increased our range, that should actually increase the radius too. So yeah, we are going to raise. Well, the next level of this doesn't give us much critical hit chance, so I'm gonna actually raise attack speed, give ourselves more healing opportunities as well. So we're gonna take a little bit of a balanced approach. We're gonna want something with some movement speed on it too, probably, because like our speed is really not that high, and we've got an elite over here, so our weapon should do pretty well against elites. We can kind of outrange them. I like this. So yeah, what do we want to do? On this, I think we're gonna add in some critical hit chance. Just completely make that happen pretty easily. Get that up high. We didn't kick up our armor, I see that now. We're going to get Whirlwind. I don't think we've tried Whirlwind with this character. I think we tried something different. We'll see, maybe I did. This is part of a set, because I think we unlock set bonuses. Interesting. Oh. Interesting. I think this one right here is still the best choice because it adds primary attack damage and reach. So this other stuff can have interesting set bonuses, but this one right here actually seems pretty strong. Although I like the set bonuses on this quite a bit. Like 200% power ability damage and the ability to stun is pretty good. Should I aim for that? I might aim for that, but this one has a very strong set thing going on too. I'm torn. Like I don't think I'm gonna want to do the sets yet until later. I'm gonna check out this. I think that's a better thing. Like I don't really know like how into the set thing I need to get, so I'm not gonna stress over it right now. Is this whirlwind thing just constant? Is this just like an area radius around us? That's actually kind of wild. I thought it was like be like a cooldown thing. Interesting. It's just a vertex of doom. I kind of like it. So yeah, we're gonna raise our critical hit chance and power ability damage. Because like while the other set gave us a big boost to that, it wouldn't have been as big of a boost by the time we got it because we have that bonus and that skill. That's part of what I was factoring in. Like the attack reach is going to help everything. Yeah, and the power attack bonus would only be for one single skill. Like it wouldn't be all of our skills, whereas the attack reach is all of our skills. So I think that's an important thing to consider, is how much of our stuff is going to be affected by it. So in this case, what do I want to give to what? So for Whirlwind, I think I want to aim for that radius. Which one of these was attack reach? This right here I think is a best thing for this. Just get more enemies involved, like just to get that bigger area denial. Look at this crazy amount of barrier. Like this would be great for a different character. Interesting. We're not using projectiles, so that shouldn't be a factor, but the all damage and critical hit damage is actually really good. I could reroll. I could aim for the set, but we weren't really looking for a set bonus currently, so I'm not gonna worry about it now. I don't think we need to min-max until we're doing like the higher adventure stuff on this. So I'm gonna aim for more rare items here. Like when we start getting into like the complex like difficulty systems, then I can start worrying about it. I'm just gonna get the unlocks for now. See, now we can get some options for this. So like this right here could give us bonus health, but I actually think that the movement bonus here, the stalker stuff, this is a critical hit chance and a critical hit damage. It gives us movement speed, and the next one will give us a lot of attack speed bonus. So the Stalker set is one I might push for. What would be cool is when you gives you the option to like upgrade something, you should be able to also replace it, not just upgrade. Because I saw that being an option. Yeah, we're gonna stick with Leap. Leap is a good choice. I see those archers. We'll get them. But yeah, mostly I'm coming over here and doing laps over here just so that the other ones get on the screen, because trying to hunt them down while they're just sitting off the side is kind of annoying. I guess I'm glad when we get hit by those it's not really that dangerous. That was something I was a little concerned about. Maybe the other ones will be worse, but yeah, we're gonna... Make sure we take out the archers. This guy's not doing great. Make sure we continue his day being bad. So we got a choice between artifacts this time, and this one, I don't know. We don't have anything with freeze, so that's unfortunate. I just don't think we have any more artifacts yet. It doesn't really matter which one we pick currently, I guess. So yeah, seismic slam, seismic slam. This one right here, what are our options? Attack arc. I don't think that's helpful for us. Yeah, we don't have anything that helps with this, so we are going to actually... We're gonna do... It's like, this tells us what the cost is. So seismic slam is 40. I think we just increase the damage. I think that's fine. So we can get a new rune, which is probably a good idea. Let's just keep getting new things when we can. A new piece of armor. I'm gonna re-roll this once. Because we're gonna aim for like twice. We're gonna aim for a set. So yeah. Why does this go to... Oh, because it's 75% more. Okay. We don't have a projectile, so this one isn't super appealing, but this one could be okay. It's a boost to attack stats, and we get the attack speed bonus, so we're gonna go with this one. Let's increase our power ability damage, that's fine. We just weren't going to like set our like stuff up for our power attack to be important from that first choice, like, cause like the power attack on this we were still pretty iffy about. We weren't using it as a carry build like some of the other classes have. Like, it does good damage, don't get that wrong, but the range is not that amazing. Like, it is okay. It is at least a decent radius around us now. Yeah, we hadn't got this one then, so let's get this one, increase our arc. This should actually really help. Because almost all of our skills are area of effect ones, so actually all of them are. So we have really good, like, radius damage around us. And I'm actually enjoying that quite a bit. But let's not overestimate it. We thought we were doing well on the last two ones we did, and it got pretty spicy towards the end. So I'm going to be on the lookout for something that increases our movement speed as well as what we have. Yeah, because we just took some decent damage there. So let's not get caught up on all these big skeleton groups, because I think that hurt us a bit. So we have a chance for some movement speed. Maybe I should aim for the other one that's part of a set. Ooh, this is actually unique. That would give me the movement speed I was looking for, and the movement recharge rate, which would increase data damage. Maybe I'll take it. Why not? Let's let movement speed not be our problem. Like, let them try to keep up with me. I don't think we stun anything. I think that's the real problem I have with this, but I mean, I guess it's what we're doing. That's unfortunate. So yeah, we can raise our... Let's just raise general ability damage. That should be all of them, if I was to guess. Oh, what are you? You're purple. Is that a new artifact? Yes. Yes, it is. So we can get more than one artifact on a round. We just have to have them unlocked. Good to know. I didn't know that. So yes, you can get multiple artifacts. Knowledge gained. So our movement actually recharges pretty fast, so we can just kind of hop around more. So I gotta remember that, because that's actually damage. Because we are now becoming a blender. Good luck to archers actually trying to track us. So as long as we don't run in like a straight line where they're coming from, they can't do as much to us. So. It doesn't really seem like knockback is a big thing in this universe. What I could actually use is maybe 1 point at this just to like increase like the number of charges I get, so like if I don't use it immediately it doesn't feel as bad. Let's not stand in those. Where are you hiding? Oh, you went over here. Alright. Not get hit in the circles. We got it half down, so this guy is a little tricky for us because of his ranger nature. But we're not dying, so... Well, he didn't survive what we had going on, so now we can increase our stats on stuff. So we don't need projectile amount, that doesn't do anything, but all damage isn't bad. We could do this one, that'll increase. Yeah, I think increasing our primary attack might be a good play. But honestly, maybe critical hit chance would be good because it would be everything would get that bonus. That might be the better play. I'm gonna go with it. So we can get this right here. See, this would have been better for the thing than what we had on it, but we didn't have it yet, so I mean, we can't be mad about it. So we'll get this one, which is a new one. Keep getting new runes. Attack reach, of course. So these skeletons are relatively sturdy, which is something. We got another boss coming, so yeah, this is when the enemies got really sturdy, was tier 3. So maybe it's a tier thing. Yeah, we're gonna take the attack speed. So yeah, I think it might be a tier thing for how difficult the monsters get, so it might not have been that our builds were weak, it's that the enemies just get that much harder at that tier. So there's multiple of these mini bosses, which is not scary, but it is a little lot. So there's like 4 of them on here now, so we're just gonna have to wear them down. They continue to just like pour in, which is something to keep in mind. Just make sure we don't get caught in a bad situation. I'm just glad there hasn't been like much range going on right now. I think range would have been a bit of a problem with this mix-up. I was hoping that they'd move in a little deeper, but that doesn't seem to be what they're doing. So let's just kind of come over here and see if they'll like move a bit in. Okay, let's increase our attack reach and attack arc. Try to get some more of these guys involved with this. Ooh, that's not a good place to be at all. We just gotta make sure we're not like over committing with our jumps and not jump like into the middle of like the big guys who aren't gonna move at all. I do think that they're going to start dying. But it is going to take a bit for us to... I honestly have no idea how many of them are dying or not. To be honest, it's just a little hard to tell. But yeah, we'll increase... let's just increase our chance to spawn a soul, because that might be something that saves our lives coming up. Depending on how spicy this gets during the boss. Yeah, we are killing them. So we got an armor enhancement, which is what I was aiming for. We're going to take... I guess it doesn't matter which of these we get, because they both do the same thing. But I jumped in there specifically at that angle to try to get it. You think that these mini bosses are dying. Hello, guy. Get some space. Oh, we gotta watch out for that. Huh. So we're gonna take this second one. Get this in here. This is an ability that they're using. These ghosts are an ability, and we can just pretty much jump over it, I think. Yeah, that hurt quite a lot. That wasn't good. So we have to really make sure we don't get hit by that. It does a lot of damage. Understood. Yeah, we need to be much more careful with that. Yeah, we might not win this one. Like, our damage is good, but like, I underestimated this. Maybe what I needed was something that gave me regen, to be honest. Maybe what we just... Yeah, the difficulty on this went up quite a tier. Or maybe what we just needed was even more range than what we got, because like part of it is that I can't really outrange him by that much. So maybe this was just a bad class matchup. Cause like I don't think like the hunter or like the wizard character like that, the acolyte would have had this problem. Even though like the other stuff is hard to dodge. The acolyte would have been able to like get its shields up pretty regularly. So yeah, I think that was kind of inevitable, but we did unlock stuff. So yeah, that's not too bad. What do we have left to unlock here? We didn't get the Eldritch loot skulls in the new area, but we got most of the other stuff. Oh, so there's other stuff. We didn't get this artifact, and we didn't get this upgrade. So we did get some of the stuff. So yeah, let's not beat ourselves up over that. That was actually pretty rough. Okay, so we did get some levels in the Vandalion. That went up 4 levels. So we're going to work on the Order of Chest next. So yeah, we are going to try a different one of the ones we haven't beaten yet. So which one did we want to try next? I think this was the next one. 15 and 50. So yeah, this one was actually harder than this one would have been. This one, it's about the same as that. Not too different. Yeah, we'll see what we can upgrade for the archer and see what we want to try. So it looks like we have 3 weapon choices with this. I might take the Titan bow. This doesn't actually look too bad. Might give that one a shot. Attack's a little slower, but generates a lot of energy per hit. Were there any abilities I wanted to try that they would have? Let's see. We tried Ricochet Shot last time. I am actually gonna try fire arrow barrage, although I bet the power shot's probably better overall. I'm gonna give this one a shot to see how I feel about it. This might be better for like a boss situation. But I don't know. I won't know till I try it. How I like it. Interesting. So let's look at what we have as options for our class. Because like they have different like specialties. Okay, because that'll tell me whether it's a skill that we're like likely to learn, or if we have to use like our passive to get to it, which is fine. If we decide there's one we want to, we can probably take the passive and grab it. So this is the one we were using, and we tried this one as well. So yeah, I might take the burst shot. I think this one might be worth another try to clear some range around us. So this is the normal movement ability that you get with them. So if I want another one, I'll have to take another skill to get it. Which is fine. So I think survival is the normal one that you would get with the hunter, right? They start with survival. So it should be one that they already have as an option. So I can take anything with that as well. So I might take the frost mines. I don't remember if I tried them, but I'm gonna try them anyway. And I don't really think we have enough of these to do anything with, so yeah, we're gonna give this one a try. See what we can get out of it. So we're gonna choose a hunter. I think attack speed is one of the better choices we could take. So we are going to want attack speed and something else. Not critical hit damage, though. Probably lunar damage, maybe, or something like that. Definitely not primal, though. We don't need primal. I don't think we need attack arc either. That only really matters for, like, I think cleave. This'll work. We can move a little faster. Yeah, we're gonna try the Titan bow. We're gonna give this a shot. So we're gonna need some stuff that gives us Pierce, and I'm not sure which things will give me that the way I want it, but we're gonna take the Fire Arrow Barrage just to see how this looks. That doesn't go as far as I thought it would. Like, it's kind of like not going across the screen. I don't think I like that too much, but we'll still roll with it. We'll see how it goes. So our options are these. I'm gonna go with projectile amount. The damage isn't bad when it hits, though. I will give it that. So we're gonna want probably more attack speed. So which ability are we going to want? Of these, the Bandit would be the best. I'm gonna re-roll once, though. I think the attack speed on the right is a good choice, and I think I'll take that for the power ability increase and the healing in the set bonus that we'll probably end up going for. So I think for the Titan bow, we are going to actually aim for Pierce. That would be this one. I think that was the best way to make it do more damage overall. So we didn't really have anything that had, like, reach to it. So we were gonna do more burst shot. This would be pretty good too, more Pierce on this. Maybe they can get a little bit more Pierce, but I don't think we're gonna have anything where like 5 Pierce is gonna be too much Pierce in the end, because from what I remember, there were groups of like, what was it, like 15, 20 enemies by that 3rd tier. Like I think having more Pierce is gonna be much better than not more Pierce. So what do we want to have the fire arrow have? This is going to be damage primarily, so I'm thinking... Oh man. More critical hit chance? Is that what we want? I'm just going to take a look at what they were just to be sure. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with critical hit chance. Get that critical hit chance like pretty high. Oh, what in the Sam hell is this? That looks pretty fucking amazing, actually. Do we aim for Zordal set? I don't know what the other piece of the set is though, so I don't know which one to roll for. I don't know. I feel like aiming for this might be a bad choice because I don't know what the other set piece is. So I'll have to look that up for next one. So I'm gonna aim for the sure bet on the left one with the attack to all damage and power ability damage. But I'm gonna look at what the other one of this is. So I know chest has a chest plate. Or we can get health regeneration, that's right. That would be useful. We don't need it right now though. So I do think it's pretty likely we're gonna max out our faction stuff pretty early on, if I was to guess. Because it seems like we're over halfway there on most of our classes, but maybe it goes up in value with something later. Maybe 25 is not the actual full max. So yeah, we're gonna do the lay frost traps and see how this goes. How long did those last for? So yeah, we're gonna probably get this because that'll raise our pierce, it'll raise our movement speed, it'll raise our power ability, and give us the attack speed boost. All in one. So this is the one we're going for. Yeah, this attack speed one is definitely helping us wreck a little bit. I will say, I don't think the attack speed buff we had last time was actually helping for one of our skills, like the whirlwind skill. I don't think attack speed does anything for that, so that's something to keep in mind, is that some skills don't get affected by some things. Okay, just coming in here. What are you immune for? Is this a time thing? Do I just have to kill your friends until it wears off? Alright, you can follow me, it's fine. We have to kill the ones that have the thing on them. Okay, I understand. Well, you died. So let's boost the ones we're using. I like Pierce. Pierce is good. We're going to raise none of these. We're gonna re-roll it. Power ability, I guess. Did this have 2 rune slots? Did I not pick one? I didn't pick one. Alright. So this one, for burst damage, it does solar. What are the options? Critical hit damage is 1. Maybe just do projectile amount. Attack more enemies. Oh, okay. Here's one we can use. Just gonna see what a couple choices are. Interesting. I wonder what happens if you get the whole set. Maybe I'll do it. I'll see what happens if you get a whole set. Maybe something actually happens. Oh, we got a caravan. We haven't had one of these in a minute. That would explain why I couldn't kill that other tier 3 caravan, is because it's so tanky. So yeah, we're gonna raise our... Let's raise our attack speed. Oh man, that actually is killing us. That sucks. Note to self, those just kill in one shot. Is our HP really that low? It's a little hard to tell. Well, that sucked. We didn't like any of that. Unfortunately, it happened though. Chain targets. I don't think this helps us. I don't think we have something that chains. Let's raise critical hit damage. So 2 of our ones do solar damage, so that doesn't hurt to get some burn options. This right here. So the thing is, it doesn't move, so I don't think giving it anything like special is that amazing. But what I can do... is I can increase its damage when things do hit it. I think that's probably the best overall thing to do. Our critical hit chance is pretty high. I didn't realize how dangerous like just getting hit with those projectiles were. I was a little too used to the other classes. I guess that was just my bad entirely, so we're gonna stop underestimating that. So passive ability. Damage to elites is probably what we want for the bosses. And increase this for the critical hit damage, which will help everything. So I'm going to do this to start counteracting our damage from bleeding. Make sure we get some passive healing. It's like we have been collecting enough orbs for that, but we should just try to not have to rely on that in case our fights end up being longer. We're gonna decrease our bleed rate too, because that should also make it less of a problem. Those two things right there will probably help us out a decent amount. I mean, so far we haven't had to abandon center. We are largely keeping our situation clear, but it'll probably become a problem. So we'll do more projectile amount, keep that happening. Remember, we're still in tier 2. I think tier 3 is going to be absolutely awful for us. We don't really have the area effect damage that we need for tier 3, so we might not even make it to the boss, but we're gonna try. Yeah, things are definitely ramping up in these later levels, for sure. But there were still like many systems in the game we haven't interacted with. Like there were ways to make the regular areas harder and some things like that. Oh, look at you doing this. Do you have to do this? That didn't go well for you, at least. I'll take more attack speed. So yeah, this is actually a useful one to take because we can start taking the stuff that freezes enemies. I'm gonna take the one on the right because it gives us 2 bonuses. And raises some damage. I think that's the better bet. Though I do kind of... Oh, these guys are going to be a pain in the ass. If I didn't do so much area of effect damage, they would be pretty difficult to see. They're already not easy to see. So let's upgrade our critical hit damage, I think. And our Pierce. I think we're at the point where Pierce is ultimately the most important thing. But I mean, of course, the most important thing is just not to get caught up in bad situations. So. So far, so okay. Not liking this mirage effect much, though. So we're gonna take the one on the right to raise our critical hit chance and damage. Yeah, don't love this. Well, it's definitely not going easily. I'm gonna raise our movement speed, try to get ahead of this. And hopefully the boss isn't anything that like hard counters us like the last time. We don't love the range guys joining in. Tell you that. I did say that I did think that tier 3 was going to be pretty bad for us. Oh, you got me once. That wasn't good, but we're gonna keep going. Should be almost boss time. The amount of enemies should probably decrease, so I'm thinking we go for critical hit. I mean attack speed of these 3 choices. Don't love this. I'm really glad that didn't do as much. Yeah, that got me though. What would help us the most? I think I'm gonna take this 3rd one and start getting our chance to freeze and do burn damage. Well, we got him. So, additional rune slots? That's wild. A rune that gives you more rune slots. Huh. What would we want to take from this? Critical hit chance for everything. We gotta survive 2 more minutes. 50% increased effectiveness of moon runes. Interesting, interesting. I don't know like what's different about the Eldritch runes, but it's gotta be something. Cause like they seem to be like meta runes or something. What is nice is that they're not trying to be invisible anymore. That's nice. I'm gonna take the critical hit chance again. What is also nice is we have to survive another 1.5 minutes, but we still got half of our lives. And to be fair, half of those lives I lost were actually from the first couple minutes when I didn't actually realize it was as dangerous as I thought it was. So. I guess that goes to show you don't get complacent just because you've been doing well, so. Spicy. Spicy, spicy, spicy. Mobility is key. Projectile amount. I think we're gonna make it, but this is getting close. We're gonna try to get up there again. It should work. Have to not get completely surrounded and tear our way through these guys. Yeah, they got me once. It's fine. We're gonna raise our chance critical. It's fine. 30 seconds. I mean, I will say I'm really glad that this is not just a face tanking game. Like, you have to actually fight for your wins. I think I wouldn't enjoy this nearly as much if it was easy. But we did it. Fantastic. Okay, so we got a new altar. This makes us faster. That'll actually be more useful than expected. So just 4% faster, but I mean, that'll still be really helpful. So let's see what we've got in here. So how did these work? So just having this will give me additional rune slots? What does that work on? Everything? Is this literally everything? Can I just get more runes and put them on literally everything? So these are probably meta runes if I was to guess. You don't put them on something, getting them and you leveling them up levels up other stuff. Interesting. And it says something about infinite Eldritch runes here. So these are the 3 damage types. Oh, you can convert them. What? So you can convert all of your stuff to one of them. That's very interesting. So we unlocked Dance of Daggers, we unlocked Spectral Steed, so these are both movement abilities. So this does a bunch of acrobatics, throwing daggers at random enemies, and it's primarily for like thieves. This one right here is for the Oathbringer, and you charge with a Spectral Steed. And it must be what, I think those things that we saw that other boss use, I think the bosses were using some of these abilities. I think we also unlocked Death Rush, which is a barbarian skill. Interesting. So yeah, let's look at which one we're going to want to use next time and level up accordingly. So it looks like we're going to actually want to use the Acolyte next time. So we can level up skills in accordance with that. So last time we tried the Ice Shard. We have our choice between the Conjured Blade or the Cosmic Ray. I wonder what that Book of Ku at the bottom does for it. Is that just a bonus for this? Because I might try the Conjured Blade just to see what that does. Or is that like a set bonus thing? Or is that just the stats on the other hand? Oh. So like this is a... So with a one-handed spell, this one just gets a book with it? Maybe you have to unlock the books for the other ones? Well, anyways, I'm going to try Cosmic Ray first. Although this one does intrigue me. And we're going to try the Collapsing Spike, although we also have another one we didn't try. We're gonna... I'm curious of what the Collapsing Star will look like. Interesting, so you get exploding, like, orbs? So yeah, well, we're gonna try this too. See if we like that. Now our movement options, we have the teleport that can regenerate our barrier, but let's be a little bit more riskier. Let's be the danger. Let's Let's try this. We'll probably regret this. I think that that barrier really did keep us alive. But I do want to see what this falling comet looks like, to be honest. At least one time. So these sets were things that we'd found. So for unique armor... I wanted to see what the other one was for that. So it was a chest set and a pants set. Okay, because I wasn't sure what the other set piece was, so I didn't want to push for it. So technically, a chest piece and pants would be really good for the acolyte for the barrier. So that might be a set to really push for. These boots were freaking amazing for any class, probably. Oh. These boots might be pretty good for anything with a strong passive skill, actually. That looks pretty beefy. So these were the class masteries that I haven't seen. Okay, so there we go. I think we're just gonna... I think I have my plan set up. We have a couple things left to unlock. Like, we didn't get the Eldritch Scrolls unlocked. We tried. And we have a couple of other things to do. Like, there was this area to try, and there was still a boss to fight over here. But we're going to try this one right here one time. We're going to come back here with a ranged class and try to beat that boss, because I think we needed something with a little different than what we had going on. And we have a better idea of what we're going in for, so we can build for it. Like, the hard part of that last boss was being able to dodge those between those things that were jumping around, making it difficult for us. But we also couldn't really damage the boss without getting too close anyway. So like, we had two major problems with that final boss, but if we just pick something ranged, I think we'll be able to hurt it. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I'll catch you guys next time. You all take care. Bye-byes.